Good morning, everybody, here on Real Estate Pros with Lister Pros TV, and today we have a special guest, Cory McLindsey of KD Realty. Did I get that
Realty,
right?
Yeah, there's only like 4 of us there, so
nice.
Tiny boutique brokerage.
All right, awesome.
Yes.
And me and Cory go back a little ways. You've been using Lister Pros for a little bit. I remember your story a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll let you introduce yourself for
Sure.
those watching the show that don't know who you are. Cory, how did you get into real estate? And you're a little bit quick background on that.
Quick background. So my wife and I are actually from the Midwest. So when we moved here, didn't know anything about anybody. And Kim Dempsey, who's
what part of the Midwest?
I'm from the Chicagoland area.
Ah, I gotcha.
She's from North Dakota.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's cold up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, my in-laws had a realtor. Her name's Kim. She's my broker now. And I would go through all the houses that they were going to purchase. So that's kind of how I got interested in real estate. And Kim was like, you should really do this. So when we moved down here, I just decided to kind of dive in. I joined one of those like mega teams, and which is a great way, by the way, if you don't know anything about real estate and don't know anybody here, that's a great way to
get your foot in the door and
kind
of figure it out a little bit.
For sure, yeah. For sure. So that's the fast version of it. And then I was there for a couple of years, and then been on my own for like 3 years now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And something that was I think you're the first one that I saw that we had identical logos.
Yes.
Because when we started, pretty much now our logo is just like the font Bauhaus.
Yep.
But
the house logo.
We had like this house logo with the little swoosh. Do you still use it?
The exact one that's still on all of my signs.
I was like, wait a minute.
It's the same thing.
That's my logo.
Which is actually how I found you guys, because I was looking for I was looking for a photographer, and I saw you guys, and I saw the logo, and I was like, oh, what is that? That's my logo. It's the exact same thing. Yeah.
It just pops.
Yeah, it does. It's nice.
We reversed your logo. That's that was part of the marketing master plan, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So anyways, we brought Cory on the show today. We're going to be talking about building lasting relationships, going against the grain, and bucking the current trends. So first of all, talk to us about what are the current trends before we talk about bucking the trends.
Totally.
What do you mean by
it seems like everybody wants a team, right? It seems like everybody wants a team. Everybody wants like this massive thing in their face on everything, right? And I sell 200 homes a year. I sell 500 homes a year. I'm on the cover of this magazine, whatever. You know what I mean? That's kind of the deal. But the reality is your clients don't care about that. Like they don't care how many homes you sold, because it's like McDonald's, right?
Do you find it odd that there's like a culture in real estate? I don't know if it's throughout the United States, but at least here in Arizona, there's almost like where you feel like you're a mini celebrity almost. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you get all big or run like a brokerage size team, but under one person's name, so I look massive, but your efficiencies are way back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's crazy is there's a lot of like shiny object stuff behind that, because people are efficient at getting leads from online sources and things like that. They have a team that tracks those leads down and closes those leads, and then all of a sudden they'll tour the country. Like, I'll show you how I closed 300 homes.
That's how it is. And that's something that really annoys me, because marketers run everything, and I feel like there's so many people that try to just do a proof of concept, and then they all of a sudden become the expert and want to sell it, Yep. Which is like, anyways. Yeah. It just seems odd how that's like the get rich quick scheme in the Facebook era. You can just sponsored ads. You can do what I did,
sponsored everything.
The reality of all those things is that you really just need to do what you want to do. Their blueprint's not going to work necessarily for you.
Well, and when I found that the only way for me to succeed more on that mega team was to actually be away from clients more. So the answer was stay in the office more, be on the phone more, hire a showing assistant to show the 9 buyers or whatever I had at the time. All I do is sit in the office and write contracts. That is a wonderful thing for the figurehead, right? That's a wonderful business model for them. If you have 5 people underneath of you that are all doing all of that, that's amazing for that person. But for me, I wanted to have relationships with people. That's where my strength is getting in front of people. And there was no way for me to do that there. So I kind of left that scenario, and I did the exact opposite, which is I actually waste time on clients now, and that's actually something that I consciously do.
Not necessarily waste time, but you're building relationships with them,
Totally. But like 2 cups of coffee with a client goes a super long way.
Sure.
Because here's the reality. With people, they're asking like 3 questions, which is, can I trust you, right? Do you care about me, and are you good at what you do, right? And that's basically what people want to know. And if you can answer those questions and then execute for them, you have something.
Right.
And that's a relationship.
Yeah, and that's definitely different than what you're seeing as far as current trends.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the one-on-one relationships, a lot of people are treating people as like a transaction, and one and done, we're done.
Well, that's what it is, because it's all about how many appointments can you get. They know that X amount of appointments are going to lead to X amount of sales and whatever. And I understand that that's very
it's all numbers driven, not necessarily building the relationship.
Right.
But I think a lot of the successful agents know the importance of building the relationships to generate future business, like referrals, staying in contact with people. I think it's very important.
I would argue that it's actually just a better way to live, because I have no satisfaction from chasing down a Zillow lead and like having them basically threaten me. Like, oh, it's a Sunday afternoon and I'm hanging out with my wife and my son, and they're like, hey, I really want to see this house right now. And I say, no, I'm not going to do that. And I'm telling you, 99 times out of 100, I would have just no matter what I was doing, I'm leaving right there to go hustle after that person. But the reality is they have no loyalty to me.
Right.
And if they like the house, they may write a contract on the house. More likely than not, it's to kind of put their own curiosity at ease. And then after that, they're going to find the next agent at the next sign. You know what I mean? That's what those are. Those are inquiries. They're not endorsements. And I'm after endorsements now.
Awesome. So building lasting relationship, it's more about, that marathon game. I say that a lot, but, a lot of people tend to run sprints. They're looking for that quick buck, the quick thing. But the things that, we may be doing that may not generate cash right now, like those 2 cups of coffee or whatever, it's not like putting money right directly in your pocket.
Yeah.
Those are the things that are going to take your business and keep it self-sustaining long-term with referral-based business.
Exactly. And, a good example is my own neighborhood. Our neighborhood is kind of crazy because it's kind of an interconnected network of people. And I've sold like 3 homes this year that are off the market. So, and those Agritopias, they have expensive homes.
Yeah.
Right? And so like that's a good little pocket to be in, but it's because we have like wine and hot tub nights. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm not looking for them to sell their house immediately, but you want to be one of 2 people that they think about. And then after you're one of those 2 people, it comes down to those 3 things.
Sure.
And people want to do business with people that they know, like, and trust.
That is the key right there, man.
Yep.
Man, you hit it right on the head. So if somebody out there is watching this show, wants to pick your brain a little bit more about real estate or interested in buying or selling a home, how do people get a hold of you?
Just my phone number, man, 480-316-9723, or my email, which is Cory@CorySellsHomes.com.
And before we close this out, we want to bring up Cory is a new videographer. You posted a video of a house you did. Shot 100% on a Mavic Pro, which I wouldn't have guessed. It was actually a pretty entertaining, good video.
Yeah,
so how long have you been doing this hobby?
I've had it for probably a week and a half.
And okay.
Just kind of feeling it out, and I bought Final Cut Pro.
Uh-huh.
So, and what drove that is
that's cool.
My little cousins wanted to make a Star Wars movie this summer, right? When we're all going to go to South Dakota, and there's like a lake house that they have there. They want to make a little Star Wars movie, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I got it for, was to do something kind of like that. And I bought Final Cut Pro, and I wanted to kind of do some stuff there. I just really like it. I just really like having
it's
fun.
Fun,
with
man.
it.
You can be creative.
Yeah,
as
but
you
from a
want.
business perspective, it took me way too long to do
Sure.
that, which is why guys like you are invaluable, because I have a $650,000 listing coming up, and I would love to be able to do the whole thing, but the reality is, like, Matterport, a video, photos, stuff at Twilight, I cannot do all of that by myself and still be productive in other ways, still be going to have coffee with someone else, or you know what I mean? Like, I can't do that.
You got to spend time. I mean, that is our business. So that's you got to stay focused on your business. You're a real estate agent, growing your business. So while you're out doing that, though, it's fun. If it's your hobby, man, go for it. It's fun. It's fun to dabble in it.
And totally, if I have
if
I have like a lot of downtime,
if you have downtime, I'm gonna see your next video, man.
Yeah.
Shot 100% on the Mavic with the katana, man.
Yeah.
I like the video, man.
That was a lot of fun.
If you haven't seen the video, check it out on Cory's Facebook page. It's solid. Was that your first one ever?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Very good. Actually, very good.
Yeah.
Production quality for a newcomer for sure. You even had tracking text. Anyways, I get into
I bought some little M call outs from a company, plugged them into Final Cut Pro. This has nothing to do with real estate now, but my bad.
Well, that was good, man. So this is Cory Lindsey. This is Real Estate Pros on Lister Pros TV. And join us on the next episode, which is going to be starting here shortly. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, man. Nice.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
A lot of good stuff.
Dude, 100% on the Mavic Pro, man. Yeah, I have a Mavic Pro. I saw the katana. I have one.
Yeah.
I have one as well. I just got to like it.